Hello students, myself Ritesh Kumar Rai. I am taking subject electrical technology and I am going to teach DC motor. First of all, we discuss about what is DC motor. DC machine is actually an alternating current machine but furnished with a special device called the commutator, which under certain condition convert AC into DC and vice versa. In spite of the fact that the commutator has made the operating condition of DC machine complicated, it is a highly versatile energy converting device by means of various combination of shunt, series and separately excited field winding. They can be designed to give a wide variety of voltage, current or a speed torque characteristic of both dynamic and steady state operation. Because of the ease with which they can be controlled, DC motors are often used in application requiring a wide range of motor speed or precise control of motor output. Rolling wheels, overhead cranes and traction drives for process industry, battery driven vessel, machine tools requiring precise speed control, in miniature range in tape recorder, camera, etc. A small DC motors are widely employed in control applications. A small DC generator are used for power supply in ships, aircraft, automobiles and other vehicle isolated from inland AC network system. The DC machine are mainly two types, namely DC generator and DC motor. A DC generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy, whereas a DC motor converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy. In order to understand the operating principle of DC motor, it is necessary to understand how does a current carrying conductor experience a force when kept in a rotating magnetic field. Force on carrying conductor. If a straight conductor is placed in the magnetic field produced by permanent magnet, the current flowing through a conductor in anti-clockwise direction, due to the presence of two magnetic fields simultaneously, an interaction between them will take place as shown in figure 1 like this. This is north and south and north. As shown in figure 1, the flux lines produced by the magnet and the conductor are in opposite direction to each other at left side and hence can cancel each other. Therefore, the number of flux lines at left side will be reduced. At the right side, the individual fields are in the same direction, hence will add or extend each other. Therefore, the number of flux lines at right side will increase. And what is the magnitude of force? The magnitude of force experienced by the current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field is given by F equal to IBL newtons, where B flux density produced by magnet, I current flowing through conductor, L length of conductor. Direction of force. The direction of rotation of a motor depends on the direction of force exerted on the armature winding, and the direction of force experienced by a current carrying conductor is given by Fleming's left hand rule. So, what is the statement of Fleming's left hand rule? It states that if the first three fingers of the left hand are held mutually at right angle to each other, and if index finger indicates the direction of the magnetic field, if middle finger indicates the direction of statement of Fleming's left hand rule, it states that if the first three fingers of the left hand are held mutually at right angles to each other, and if the index finger indicates the direction of the magnetic field, and if middle finger indicates the direction of current flowing through the conductor, then thumb indicates the direction of force exerted on the conductor. This is the actual figure. Middle figure magnetic field and upward current, and this one is left hand direction of force. So what is the principle and working of DC motor? When current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a mechanical force which is given by F is equal to IBL. The principle upon which a DC motor works is very simple. If a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, mechanical force is experienced on the conductor, the direction of which is given by Fleming's left hand rule, also called motor rule, and hence the conductor moves in the direction of force. The magnitude of mechanical force experienced on the conductor is given by F equal to BICLC Newton, where B the field strength in Tesla, IC the current flowing through the conductor in amperes, and LC the length of conductor in meters. When the motor is connected to the DC supply means a direct current passes through the brushes and commutator to the armature winding. While it passes through the commutator, it is converted into AC so that the group of conductor under successive field pull carrying current in the opposite direction. Also, the direction of current in the individual conductor reverse as they pass away from the influence of one pole to that of the next. When the field and armature circuits are connected across DC supply means let the current in armature under south pole. By applying Fleming's left hand rule, the direction of force and each conductor can be determined. It is observed that each conductor experiences a force which tends to rotate the motor armature in clockwise direction. This force collectively produces a driving torque. Winding in. Next, we discuss about winding in a DC machine. In any DC machine, there are two windings. First one is field winding and second one is armature winding. Out of these, the field winding is stationary, which does not move at all, and armature winding is mounted on a shaft so it can rotate freely. Connection of winding for operation as a motor. To operate the DC machine as a motor, the field winding and the armature winding connected across DC power supply. Construction of DC motor. Mainly, there are following main part of the DC motor. First one is the field winding. Second one is the armature winding. Third one is the yoke of frame, pole core, pole shoes, magnetizing coil, commutator, brushes. In field system, the object of the field system is to create a uniform magnetic field within which the armature rotates. Electromagnets are preferred in comparison with permanent magnet on account of its greater magnetic effect on its field strength regulation, which can be achieved by controlling the magnetizing current. Field magnet consists of four parts. First one is yoke or frame, second one is pole core, third one is pole shoes, and fourth one is magnetizing coil. Cylindrical yoke is usually used, which act as a frame of the machine and carry the magnetic flux produced by the poles. In a small machine, cast iron yokes are used because of cheapness, but yoke of large machine is invariable made of fabricated steel due to its high permeability. Pole core is usually of circular section and used to carry the coils of insulated wire carrying the exciting field current. The pole shoes act as a support to the field coils and spreads out the flux over the armature periphery more uniformly, and also being of large cross section reduce the reluctance of the magnetic path. The field poles are usually formed of lamination, thin sheet of steel, and are bolted to the frame or yoke, to which are also fastened and end bells with their bearings and brush ring. In a small machine, the poles are cast integral with the yoke from cast iron due to its low cost and less maintenance required by individual parts. In some machines, the yoke and pole cores are made in single casting and laminated pole shoes are attached to the pole cores. The pole faces or pole shoes are always laminated to avoid heating and eddy current losses caused by the fluctuation in the flux distribution on the pole faces due to movement of armature slot and teeth. The object of magnetizing or field coils is to provide under the various conditions of operation the number of ampere turns of excitation required to give the proper flux through the armature to induce the desired potential difference. The magnetic flux produced by the MMF developed by the field coil pass through the pole places the air gap, the armature core, and the yoke of frame. Yoke, it acts as the outer part of DC motor. It provides a mechanical support of the poles Poles of DC motor is an electromagnet. The field winding is wound over the poles. Poles produce magnetic flux when the field winding is excited. Field winding. The coils wound around the poles are called field coils, and they are connected in series with each other to form field winding. When current passing through the field winding, magnetic flux produced in the air gap between pole and armature. Armature. It is rotating part of DC machine and built of in a cylindrical or drum shape. The purpose of armature is to rotate the conductor in the uniform magnetic field. It consists of coil, insulated wire wound around an iron and so arranged that electric current are induced in this wire when the armature is rotated in magnetic field. In addition, its most important function is to provide a path of very low reluctance to the magnetic flux. The armature core is made from high permeability silicon steel stamping, each stamping being separated from its neighboring one by thin paper or thin casting of varnish or insulation. A small air gap exists between the pole pieces and the armature so that there will be no rubbing in the machine. However, this gap is kept as small as possible. Since larger the air gap, greater is the MMF required to create the required flux. The air gap length is about 1.0 mm to 6 mm. 1 kilowatt machine, 1.5 to 1.75 mm for medium size machine and 6 mm for 800 kilowatt machine. The use of high grade steel is made to keep hysteresis loss low, which is due to cyclic change of magnetization caused by rotation of the core in the magnetic field. To reduce the eddy current in the core, which is induced by the rotation of the core in the magnetic field, by using stamping or lamination, the path of the eddy current is cut into several units. The lamination must be in such a direction that they are perpendicular to the path of eddy currents and parallel to the flux. Each lamination is about 0.3 to 0.6 mm thick. Next one is commutator. A commutator is cylindrical drum mounted on the shaft along with the armature core. It collects the current from the armature conductor and passes it to the external load by brushage. Commutator is rotating, so it is not possible to connect the load directly to it. Hence, current is conducted from the armature to the external load by the carbon brushes, which are held against the surface of commutator. Next one is EMF. When the armature winding of a DC motor starts rotating in the magnetic flux produced by the field winding, it cuts the line of magnetic flux. Hence, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, there will be an induced EMF in the armature winding. As per the Lenz law, this induced EMF acts in opposite direction to the armature supply voltage. Hence, this EMF is called as the back EMF and denoted by EB, and EB can be written as 5 P N Z upon 60, where EB is the back EMF, N is the number of revolution, P is the number of pole, Z is the total number of armature conductor. Significance of back EMF. The presence of back EMF makes the DC motor a self-regulating machine. It makes the motor to draw as much armature current as is just sufficient to develop the torque required by the load. When the motor is running on no load, a small torque is required to overcome the friction and windage losses. Therefore, the armature current IA is small and the back EMF is nearly equal to the applied voltage. If the motor is suddenly loaded, the first effect is to cause the armature to slow down. Therefore, the speed at which the armature conductor moves through the field is reduced and hence the back EMF EB falls. The decreased back EMF allows a larger current to flow to the armature, and larger current means increased driving torque. Thus, the driving torque increases as the motor slows down. The motor will stop slowing down when the armature current is just sufficient to produce the increased torque. If the load on the motor is decreased, the driving torque is momentarily in excess of the requirement for the armature is accelerated as the armature speed increases. The back EMF EB also increase the cause the armature current IA to decrease. The motor will stop accelerating when the armature current is just sufficient to produce the reduced torque required by the load. It follows therefore that back EMF in a DC motor regulates the flow of armature current. it automatically change the armature current to meet the load requirement. Thank you very much.